Hi, I'm Josh, a co-founder of Woodland Mills, and this is our full-length product video about the TFG55 gas-powered wood chipper. In these videos, we like to cover everything from a full in-depth product walk-around, and then we'll touch on the assembly process. We do crate size, dimension, and weights, as well as how it's going to be shipped. Before I start the in-depth walk-around, I want to talk about what makes myself and our engineering team excited about this TFG55. We've taken our patented twin flywheel technology, originally developed for our PTO chipper lineup, to make the most out of the available horsepower and torque from a tractor, and we've applied that technology to the gas-powered chipper segment. I'll start the product walk-around at the leading edge here of our infeed chute. First, with the dimensions. We've got 27 inches in width, tapering up to 17 inches at the top, again with a height of 17 inches. We use a solid 3/4 inch thick steel bar that gives us a nice soft leading edge for branches as they try and make their way down into the infeed chute. And then we also have 4 handle positions to make it easy to maneuver the chipper and reposition it. As we look down the infeed chute, you're going to see our lower panel is at a 45-degree angle, and that's going to help with the gravity assist as that material makes its way down the chute towards the flywheel and blades. Once it reaches the blades, our blade over blade technology is going to kick in and start a self-feeding motion, bringing that material down the chute and into the chipper. Inside of the infeed chute, you'll see our caution bar and our curtains. These are for both dust and debris to keep it going in the right direction down the infeed chute. At the top, we have our emergency stop in anodized aluminum, which is easy to set and reset. The infeed chute is side hinged on the right, and we've got 2 draw latches, again with a safety catch. We release them and we can swing it wide open. Now this gives us great access to inspect the blades, to set the bed plate, greasing and maintenance on the rear bearing. And it also opens up to show you the engine. We use a Kohler Command Pro 14 horsepower engine. This comes with a 3-year commercial warranty. It's electric start. We provide the wires in the battery box. To get this going, you will need gas, engine oil, as well as a 12-volt battery, which can be sourced locally. This 14 horsepower engine allows for chipping of branches up to 3 inches in diameter. And the 5x5 infeed opening also allows for branches with bends, Y sections, or even bundles of smaller branches to be chipped consistently. While I'm down here, I'll also talk about the tires. We've got 15-inch diameter tires on 6-inch rims. These are a multiply off-road tire. We've got a grease fitting here on the rim to maximize our service life. Now these are riding on axles that are part of an adjustable axle system. In its most compact format, it's 33 inches wide, and that's for maneuvering it around the yard personally and to get it into narrow spaces and for storage. And then we also have 2 further locations that are going to take it out to 37 inches or even 41 inches if we're using it behind a tow vehicle for added stability. We've got a tow hitch assembly, which is going to replace the front stabilizing leg. It's got a 2-inch ball connection. That's all included. And we're also going to send the upper and lower plates if you want to convert it to a pin style hitch, which is common behind most riding lawnmowers. To go around, I'll take off the front guard, we'll open up the clamshell housing and really show you the twin flywheel technology and the components that it's made out of. The guard comes up and off its bushings. And as I come around, we've got a single latch to open up the clamshell with a safety catch. And then it lowers down and rests on the tire. With the guard off and the clamshell open, we can now see all the components that make up the twin flywheel technology. Wood chippers have two primary functions. The first is to make the chips. Second function is to make an airstream and discharge those chips out of the chipper. In traditional single flywheel designs, we're going to have the paddles attached to the back of the primary flywheel, and the manufacturers are going to have to strike a balance between a fast speed where they can create that airflow and discharge and a slow speed where they can have the torque to make the chips. By separating them into primary and secondary, we were able to run each flywheel at its ideal speed. We were running the primary flywheel at just over 700 RPMs, maximizing the engine's torque. For the secondary flywheel, we run it at over 2,600 RPMs, and that's letting us create that high velocity airflow as well as the high velocity chip discharge at over 100 kilometers an hour, letting us throw the material further and faster. And it also keeps that lightweight and leafy material in the airstream. To facilitate the two speeds, you can see we have the two cast iron pulleys in the front and the drive belts running off the engine. These belts are kept tight with idler wheels that have sealed bearings within them. The tension is set with the springs to keep a steady pressure on those belts and maximize service life. We have Zerk fittings on the idler arms, again, to maximize the service life. In the back, you're going to see a large flange bearing with a Zerk fitting to keep greased for the routine maintenance. Before I close the clamshell, I want to go over the specifications of the flywheel. We use 3/4 inch thick steel, which is 14 inches in diameter, and we're holding 3 blades in a close pattern. So as one blade's exiting, the next blade is ready to enter. And that gives us a smooth and consistent infeed action as the limbs and branches make contact with the flywheel. The 3 blades are all reversible. So once the leading edge dulls, you can flip them around to get a fresh edge on all 3 blades. In conjunction with the 3 blades, we have a stationary bed plate located at the bottom of the infeed chute that acts as the second shearing edge as those blades pass by. The bed plate is adjustable to set the optimal gap between it and the cutting blade. With the clamshell closed, I want to show you how the discharge chute is 360 degrees rotatable in 90-degree increments. So we can face it left, right, forwards, or backwards, allowing you to place the chips where it's most convenient for you. At the end of the discharge chute, we have a chip deflector, allowing us to place the chips close to the chipper or far away based on its setting. Next, I want to talk about the manual tube. Within here, we have the manual for the Kohler engine, we have the manual for the entire chipper, as well as the hardware required for assembly. Now, the chipper does come 90% assembled, but the discharge chute will need to be put on its mount. Either the front support leg or the front hitch mount, depending on how you're going to be moving the chipper around, will need to be installed. And then the infeed chute will need to be assembled and installed on its hinge. This should all take less than an hour with common hand tools to get the chipper out of the crate and up and ready for its gas, oil, and battery. Fully assembled, the chipper weighs in at 420 pounds. Because it comes 90% assembled, we want to protect it with an iron crate for shipping. That crate is 26 inches wide, 30 inches deep, and 46 inches high. And with the added crate, the shipping weight comes in at 500 pounds. Because of its size and weight, it's going to be delivered by transport truck with a power tailgate service to get it to the ground for a curbside delivery where available. Now that we've shown you all the features of the TFG55 gas-powered wood chipper It's time to get it outside and let's put this chipper to work. I hope you've enjoyed this video of the TFG55 gas-powered wood chipper featuring our patented twin flywheel technology. For more information, please give us a call or check us out online. This has been Josh with Woodland Mills. Thank you for watching.